Welcome student to my channel Educare Maths and Science. Today I also discuss the one other separate chapter for the class 10 I.C.S.E board. Is a very important chapter, very interesting chapter. Is coming. The I.C.S.E exam is coming now. Is a very clear conception about the new chapters is shares and dividend. It's a very interesting chapter. Very interesting chapter. You just know the new chapters. So many things are write down here for your better understanding already. So actually, what do you mean by the share? What do you mean by a share? Is a very clear conception about the share. Nothing will be problem created to solving the sum. If you just clear your conception, I just try my best to clear your conception. What do you mean by a share and what is the nothing needed for the in the other chapters. In case of AP or GP, I just always say the remember the formula. Here is the formula is there, but here is not needed any type of formula. You have to remember. Okay, just you calculate. You just apply your conception and the intelligence. You do it automatically. Okay, so let's start. Okay, now suppose in case of the big company, suppose the Reliance, Tata, and other things, they start a new business or introduce some development of the business. So they needed for the huge amount of money. Suppose the 50 crores, 100 crores. Okay, so they cannot afford independently to afford this type of money. So they actually predict or suggest some in a some part or the 30% part or 50% part they won't invest, and the other 60% or 50% part they actually collect from the society, collect from the market, collect from the different types of individual person. So they actually introduce, suppose 1 crore here. Now I just start here one business. Suppose a big business or a company, large money is needed. Not possible for the individual to collect this. So the large amount of money is divided in the some small part. Suppose, as for example, suppose here is an example. Suppose a company opening a company, new company start. So 1 crore is needed. Now the company, the owners, 2 or 3 owners, actually the starting the business, they actually afford the 50 lakhs. Okay, no problem. Now the other 50 lakhs, they divide in a very small part. And this small part is total is collect 50 lakhs is collect from the market. These 50 lakhs. These 50 lakhs, just they afford. But these 50 lakhs is collect from the different person from the market. But one thing is very important. Each and every person or a single person or 2 or 3 person not afford these 50 lakhs. So for that reason, they actually, and the 50 lakhs is just very small part, very small part. Suppose a huge 50 lakhs. So see, just divide a small part, this very small part, very small part. So these actually called the share. Share divided the large money into the small part. Suppose the 50 lakhs divide in the very small part. Very small part is maybe this is the value. This is rupees 5. Maybe this is 10 or rupees 10 or rupees 25. So these are value. Small part, the value of the smallest part. This is rupees 50. Maybe this is rupees 100. Maybe rupees maximum is 1000. Okay. The very small part. So this very small part is actually the value of one share. So the very small part is actually called the value of one share. That means actually the huge amount of money you just divided very small part. The value of this small part is maybe rupees 5, maybe rupees 10, maybe rupees 25. Okay, maybe 100 or 1000. In general, the share one part is value is rupees 10 or 100. Very percentage is great. So here, so these who purchase one or more share is called the shareholder. So one share, suppose one share, the value is 100. So if you just bought bought a share or number of shares, so these are called the shareholders. The person who bought the share, who purchased a share, this called the shareholder. That means is also the part of a company. Okay, that is the shareholders. Actually, the big company, if you just purchase 100 share, 50 share, or only the single share, you may be considered the shareholder of the company. Okay, This is the actual thing. Now the 100 rupees 100 cell. Suppose the 1 lakhs person is brought this each and every 100. So 50 lakhs no be possible to collect from the market. So these 50 lakhs or 40 lakhs supply from these main original holders, and these 50 lakhs is divided by different parts. Suppose here I calculate, suppose each and every part of the share they determine rupees 100. So number of shares, so 50 lakhs divided by 100. So they actually release 50,000 shares in the market. এগুলোকেই বলে মার্কেটে শেয়ার ছেড়েছে। They release the 50,000 shares in the market to collect the 50 lakhs amount, and they supply all those 50 lakhs to start a new business. Okay? This is the first time the market the value of the share is called actually the nominal value. The first time the application value, first time introduced in the market of a share. In case of the company declare, so this is rupees 100, so 100 is actually called the company's value, or this called the face value, or this called the nominal value. Is clear? So what is share? Why it is needed for the share? Because this is supplied by this, and this is supplied from the collect from the market. Each and every small part is divided is in general rupees 10 or 100 or 1000 multiple of 10 actually. Very easy to calculate. So suppose here is an example of these 50 lakh shares. 50 lakhs amount is collected from the market. For that reason they divided this, and number of shares, share of one number of the value of one share actually they determined 100. So number of shares released 50 lakhs divided by 100. So this is the 50,000 shares is released from the market. So this is the first 50,000 number of shares 50. What is the starting value? 100. This actually called the company's value or the nominal value. Start. Now the different terms related to the share. এবার শেয়ারটা মার্কেটে এলো. What's this? The new in the coming the market. So first you say this called the nominal value. That is 100. This is here is 100, or this is called the face value, or this is called the printed value. You just accustom the new terms. এগুলো তোমরা কিন্তু আগে কখনো শোনোনি। So in case of the shares and dividend, you just accustom to the new terms. Very easy to understand if you just clearly understand the very conceptual chapter. These are very conceptual. There is no need for the any type of remembering the formula. In case of GP, in case of AP, I just repeatedly say you just remember the formula. But here in case of shares and dividend, it's not there is a formula in the books, but you cannot go through the formula. You just create a conception, create your intelligence, and apply the intelligence here. No problem at all. Very interesting thing. Now in the market, first you introduce, so this value, this price is called the nominal value. The nominal value, the first value of the share, or is called the face value or printed value. Now it's coming from the market. Okay, so in case of market, the market price is changed when this share in the market and listed in the SEBI or the office of this shareholders, and that is the this called actually the this office, the SEBI or the Nifty 50. This is the thing. Okay, so for that enlisted the market introduced this, and the company is running. Companies that grow up. The share, the value of this share, the share price is increased, share price is decreased. So on the basis of this particular share, what is the price? Now the market, this called the market value. This price, the introduced price is 100. This is first introduced, then in the market is going up and down. So on the present value of this particular share in the market, that is called the market value. Market value may be changed depending on the circumstances, that will decrease, that increase on the basis of the nominal value. So market value is changed. The market value is called the MV, price of share at any time in the market. It's changed, but the nominal value is not changed. It's the fixed one-time value. So we remember nominal value, first time introducing value is not changed. But the market value is always changed ups and down on the basis of the share market. Okay? The difference assumption, other things. the value of these any commodities are increase or decrease on the basis of this and the needing in the market. So market value is decrease or increase. When? Now the question arises. The three conditions are there. Nominal value and market value, two values. When the nominal value, market value is equal to the nominal value. When market value equal to the nominal value, this call actually at par. These are new terms. You just accustomed, habituated to the new terms to solving the sum. Very interesting. Very interesting. You just accustomed with the new terms. When the market value is equal to the nominal value, that we call that par. Suppose the nominal value of a share is 100, and now this time or today, this the particular share, the market value is 100. So the market value and the nominal value are same. That we call the at par. Okay, that we write here 100 is equal to 100. Okay, when the market value is greater than nominal value, suppose nominal value is 100, but the market value is 120. Market value is greater than the nominal value. That we call the at premium or above par. That is called the at premium. These are new terms. You just accustomed to these. At premium or at above par. What is the premium actually? 20. Because the 100 is the nominal value, market value is 120, so premium is 20. Or in the other case, we say because the nominal value is 100, 20% premium. Very interesting. When the this is 100 and this is 120, so we say 20% premium because percent means out of 100, the nominal value is 100, no problem. আমরা যখন ম্যাথস গুলো করতে যাব, the different types of problem arise, we just clear your conception here fast. Clear? So at premium. Now, three condition. Market value is less than, maybe the market value is less than the nominal value. Suppose the market value is decreased, the market is down. The nominal value is 100, but market browse is decreasing 80 or 70. Here is right 70. Market value is 70, nominal value is 100. So at we call that is the at discount or below at par, below par. Here is the discount is 30. 30% we say because the in case of this is the 30% we say 30% discount. That means the nominal value 100. So three condition is there. One is this is at par, at premium, at discount. Very clear, fast time. You just clear your conception about the shares and dividend. If there is a clear conception about this, you just do all these stuffs. Nothing will be very complicated to you. The clear conception, each case, each and every case. You just do the problem created in case of doing the sum. Because the first time you cannot develop your clear conception. So I try my best to clear your conception fast. So interest is here. Very interesting. Now, why we just purchase share? You just deposit the money in the bank. Why? Because bank get the interest. Bank get the interest. That means suppose 5% interest. That means if you just invest 100 rupees in a bank, after 1 year you get 105 as an amount. So 5 is the getting interest. But one is the very basic difference. Investment in the bank, investment in the share market. Bank, that is a sure shot. That means you always get the 5%. Okay. That is not decreasing or increasing. Decreasing or increasing. 5% is always 100, 105. But in case of the share market, this is a very interesting thing. You just slight risks. But on the share analysis, you cannot lose because you just invest in the proper diagnosis and proper investigation. You invest in this type of company. Okay, suppose as a Tata, Reliance, and other things. Okay, now here why in case of shares and dividend, you just invest as suppose a 10,000. After 1 year, you get certain type of money as an interest. In case of bank also as an interest. That is actually called in the case of shares and dividend. Dividend means actually profit, company profit, just then profit, the part of this profit you get. So shareholders gets on his investment, in which you, in case of the after 1 year, the company's profit, you get profit. So percentage of profit you get on the basis of your investment. তুমি কত টাকা ইনভেস্ট করেছো, on the basis of this you get a profit. You get a amount, certain amount of money as a dividend. The company always declare after the annual meaning declare the dividend is 5%, 6%. That is the basic difference in case of investment in the bank or the shares and dividend. In case of bank, always fixed 4% or 5%. But in case of the shares and dividend, the dividend percentage is decrease or increase. If the huge amount of profit, so declare is 20%, but the profit is not certain area, so 2%, 3%. If there is a loss, so there is the dividend is very low, very low. You cannot receive any dividend also. And the market value of this share is also down. This is one the risk factor. When the market price is down, you cannot sell it. If the market price is rise, you sell it. One thing, the way, the income, if you just invest a certain amount of money in the share market, the income is two types. One is getting dividend when the company's the running condition is very profitable condition. One, and other income, the market value is rise. If just you get, suppose a one share 100 rupees, after 2 years the market value is 150. That means if you just sell one share, each and every one share you get 50 rupees profit. Suppose the 10 share is there, invest 10 into 100, so 1000. But after 2 years, the one share is get 150. So 150 to 10, 1500. That means your your profit actually invest 1000, you get 1500. The 500 is the profit. So two-way income in case of the shares and dividend. So for that, the main modern times, the very huge amount of person invest in the shares and dividend. For that, in case of the mathematics also, we just discussed later. So why the interest in huge amount of human beings are interested in the shares and dividend. So clear conception about the shares and dividend. Okay. So why not in the bank? Bank is the one way, just interest you get. But in case the amount in case of bank, the amount 10,000 is nothing in change. But in the interest is good get. Here is also you interested get in case of dividend. But here is the market value, market price is increased, so you get the extra income. Okay. So dividend always, very important thing. Dividend is always calculate on the face value. Okay, dividend always express the percentage, 5%, 10%, and this dividend is always calculated on the face value. তুমি কোম্পানিতে কত টাকা ঢুকিয়েছো, কোম্পানিতে কত টাকা তুমি ইনভেস্ট করেছো, নট অন দ্য বেসিস অফ দ্য মার্কেট ভ্যালু। সাপোজ ইন case of the nominal value 100, but the market value is 150, so dividend calculate on 100, not 150. That is very important thing. That is very important thing. In case the nominal value 100, but the market value just purchase the share one share from the market 150. So when the company declare the dividend percent calculate on rupees 100 on the nominal value, not the market value. That is very important thing. Okay. So here 5% of rupees 100 share. Okay. So this is for the today. Next video I just discuss the other thing. Okay, that is clear for today. This is the continuation. Next video I just upload the detailed idea of this. Okay, so thank you for today. Okay, thank you.